Hi, I'm Belinda Davis, a member of the Louisiana Board of Elementary and Secondary Education, and I'm so happy to partner with BESE this year to read a holiday story to you. And today we're going to read Hanukkah Bear by Kimmel. Are you familiar with the Jewish tradition of Hanukkah? Hanukkah is the Jewish festival of lights. The holiday commemorates a victory over the Greek army in 145 BCE, when the temple in Jerusalem was restored to Jewish worship. According to tradition, there was only enough sanctified oil to light the temple menorah for 1 day. The oil miraculously burned for 8 days, long enough for more oil to be brought in to Jerusalem. Since then, oil and light have been part of celebrating Hanukkah. The 9-branched Hanukkah lamp, the menorah, is lit each night, beginning with 1 candle and ending with 8. A servant candle, the shamash, is used to light the others. Foods cooked in oil are part of the Hanukkah celebration. Latkes, potato pancakes, and sufganiyot, jelly donuts, are traditional Hanukkah dishes. Hanukkah games are played with 4-sided top called a dreidel or sivian. The 4 letters on the sides are the first letters of the Hebrew words Nez Gadol Haya Sham. The words mean a great miracle happened there. Old Bear awoke from his winter sleep. He poked his nose outside his den. What was that? Something to eat. Old Bear's empty stomach rumbled. He shook himself all over and then lumbered out of his den to follow the delicious smell. Baba Brina took the last potato latke from the pan and put it in the oven with the others. Baba Brina was 97 years old and did not hear or see as well as she used to, but she still made the best potato latke in the village. Every year at Hanukkah time, all her friends came to her house at the edge of the forest. How they loved those latkes! Baba Brina always made plenty, but tonight she made twice as many as usual. Tonight was special. Tonight the rabbi was coming. Baba Brina hurried to get ready. Just then she heard a thump on the door. She opened it. "Rabbi, you're here early. How nice to see you." "Rump," growled the old bear. "Happy Hanukkah to you too. Please come in." Old Bear walked into the house. "I'll take your coat, Rabbi." "My, how thick it is!" Baba Brina tugged at the old bear's fur. Old Bear roared, "Grrr!" "Oh, do you want to keep your coat on?" "Well, that's all right. It's chilly in here." Old Bear's nose twitched. "Rump." "Thank you, Rabbi. How kind of you to say that. The latkes will taste even better than they smell." Old Bear followed his nose to the oven. "Roar! Rabbi, I'm surprised at you. You know we don't eat until we light the menorah." "Grrr! That's all right. I know you were teasing. I'll light the candles. Will you say the blessings?" "Rump." Baba Brina struck a match and lit the Shemesh candles. Then she lit one for the first night. Old Bear muttered and growled, "Rrr, grrr, rrr. Who has kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season? Oh, Rabbi, you say the blessings so beautifully." Baba Brina sat down at the table. Old Bear sat beside her. "Let's play dreidel. We'll use these nuts." The old bear cracked one of the nuts with his teeth. "Rabbi, you won't have any nuts for the game if you eat them." Growled the old bear. "Don't worry, I have plenty of nuts if you need more." Baba Brina spun the dreidel. It stopped on the letter Kimmel. "I win!" she cried. Baba Brina swept the nuts into her apron. "Roar!" the old bear roared. "Don't be angry, Rabbi. It's only a game." She tossed him a nut. Old Bear begged for more. "No, Rabbi, no more nuts. It's time for dinner." Baba Brina opened the oven door and took out a platter piled high with steaming potato latkes. Old Bear sniffed the latkes as she set them on the table. "Do you prefer sour cream or jam?" Baba Brina asked. "Rrr!" Old Bear growled. "Jam. I thought so." Baba Brina smeared 5 big latkes with jam and stacked them on the old bear's plate. Old Bear gobbled them down. Baba Brina laughed. "You should use a fork. You have jam all over your beard." She wet a towel and wiped Old Bear's face. "I must tell you, Rabbi, you eat like a bear." "Grrr! I'm hungry like a bear, so I eat like one." "I can see that," Baba Brina said. Old Bear ate and ate until all the latkes were gone. He felt drowsy. His head flopped on Baba Brina's lap. "Rabbi, you're sleepy." Who wouldn't be sleepy after such a meal? All the latkes are gone. It's time to go home. But before you leave, I have a Hanukkah present for you. Baba Brina took a red scarf from her knitting basket. She wrapped it around Old Bear's neck. I made it myself. Grrr! Old Bear licked Baba Brina's face. Baba Brina blushed. Oh, Rabbi, at my age. Old Bear shuffled to the door. Rumph, he growled as he walked off into the night. Good night to you, too, Rabbi. Happy Hanukkah. Baba Brina was washing dishes when she heard another knock. I wonder who that is. Shalom, Baba Brina. All her friends stood at the door wishing her a happy Hanukkah. Shalom, everybody, Baba Brina said. How nice to see you. I'm sorry I don't have any more latkes. The rabbi came by. He ate them all. Baba Brina, don't you recognize me? It was the rabbi. The rabbi couldn't have eaten your latkes, everyone said. He has been with us at the synagogue. Baba Brina rubbed her forehead. Something strange is happening. Rabbi, I think there is an impostor going around. He looks like you. He talks like you. He even has your beard. Just then the children cried, Look at the floor! Bear tracks! A bear? I thought it was the rabbi. Baba Brina had to sit down. Soon she began to giggle. That was a very clever bear, or a very foolish Baba Brina. Ah well, the bear will have a happy Hanukkah. I had a happy Hanukkah too, and so will you, dear friends. Bring some potatoes from the cellar. Fetch my grater and bowl. Everyone has to help. You too, Rabbi. If we all work together, we'll soon have latkes for everyone. Deep in the forest, Old Bear slumbered into his den. His stomach was full of potato latkes. The warm woolen scarf was wrapped snugly around his neck. Pleasant dreams, Old Bear, and happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah Bear has a special treat for you at the end of the story. It's a recipe for making latkes. The ingredients you will need are 2 cups of peeled and grated potatoes, 1 grated onion, 3 eggs beaten, 2 tablespoons of matzah meal or all-purpose flour, 1½ teaspoons of salt, and ½ cup of canola or vegetable oil for frying. First, you place the potatoes in a cheesecloth and wring, extracting as much moisture as possible. Second, in a medium bowl, stir the potatoes, onion, eggs, flour, and salt together. Step 3, in a large heavy-bottomed skillet over medium-high heat, heat the oil until hot. Place large spoonfuls of the potato mixture into the hot oil, pressing down on them with a spatula to form 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick patties. Brown on one side, turn and brown on the other. Let them drain on paper towels. Serve hot with applesauce or sour cream. Here's what your latkes should look like. Thank you so much for joining us as we read Hanukkah Bear. I hope you'll continue reading over the holiday, and I hope your holiday is a wonderful one.